while you are texting to your ex-boyfriend, she's writing another book. Hello kiddos, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. On today's videos, I have something that I actually had planned for the beginning of the month of February. Actually, this video should have been released on the February 14th, so on Valentine's Day, hence the topic that we're going to be talking about on today's video. But the thing is, like, things happen. None of them were good. I've been working a lot and I've been super busy, and that's the reason why I couldn't film this video before. On today's video, we're going to be talking about the Queen of Book Talk. The Queen of BookTube. The Queen of being on the favorite books of every YouTuber, Colleen Hoover. Every YouTuber, I mean 15-year-old girls who make videos about books. Girls, I'm on your side.
10 out of 10 for me. This was the first romance I ever read.
Invites Lowen to stay with them at their enormous, non-threatening mansion in the middle of nowhere.
I just finished it. I've never experienced that many emotions in my entire life.
So if you want to know what I think about her, does she live to the hype? Do I like her? Do I love her or not? Just keep on watching this video. So here's the thing. The book that everyone was mentioned as their favorite was Ugly Love. So I decided to start with that. Ugly Love tells the story about Tate, which is this woman that one day she comes back to her brother's apartment, and in there she finds a man just like laying down at the door. That's her brother's friend. He's a pilot and he has like a dark past that he doesn't want to talk about. And of course, what she would do, she would try to find out what's the past. Can she change him? The story of our lives. If you're like free of guilt, raise your hand. No one? Okay. And the thing is, like, the more that I was reading, the more I was falling in love with these characters. The characters are so well developed, and also the way that Colleen Hoover writes about them, it's insane. I think she's super talented, and that's why if you like romantic stories, you have to read at least one of her books. So of course, it didn't take me more than 2 days to finish this book. I devoured the whole book so quickly, and as I said, the characters were developed so well that in the end, you really want this story to work. I don't cry with books often, but with this book I kind of like have a lump on my throat. And I was feeling like really attached to the characters and I didn't want the story to end. I don't know if it will have a continuation, but if it does, sign me in for it. I actually had other books on my TBR, but when I finished this book, I was like, I have to read another Colleen Hoover book. And lucky for me, on January 18, Reminders of Him was released. It's also a romantic story. It's about a woman called Kenna who just came out of prison. She had a baby when she was in prison, and then she comes out and wants to recover the touch with her kid. But the reason why she was in prison was actually because she's responsible for the death of the father of this kid. So in the book, you are actually trying to find out what was the motivation on why she killed him, if she did, or like why she was responsible for the death, if she did. I don't think that I love the book as much as I did Ugly Love. Not because the book is bad, but because the plot, I think that I feel a little bit more related to the other book. But again, Colleen developed the characters so well that she makes you feel what the character is feeling. The good thing about these two books is that they have in common that they talk about love, and she gives you like all these hints throughout the story that are going to be there for something. The way that she creates all these things in her mind are actually super well done. Applause for Colleen Hoover. I totally love it. This video was actually planned as a vlog, so when I was reading Reminders of Him, I was in Newcastle and that day was raining. It was the perfect environment to read it.
Not very good with people. If you don't start a conversation, you won't have one.
Funny story, I was so tired that I just went to bed and said, okay, I will read a little bit and then I will fall asleep so I can rest properly. I grabbed this book and I couldn't put it down. Like, I was feeling my body so tired, but at the same time my mind was saying like, maybe just like a few more pages. And that's how you end up being awake at 3 a.m. and you don't know like where did the time go. So maybe read it in the afternoon. As I said, I think Ugly Love was more my type of book, but still I totally recommend Reminders of Him. I gave to Ugly Love 5 stars because it's the type of book that will put you back if you are in a reading slump, and also reminds me of the reason why I love reading. The fact that in your mind you create this whole new world that takes you apart from your life and what is going on. It's like being on the best movie that you have ever seen. That's what books are meant to be for. And then Reminders of Him, even if it wasn't my favorite, I still will give it like a solid 4 stars. I think the author uses in some moments a language that borderline the cheesiness, but actually like I don't mind. Like I think that she used it super well. The only thing that I don't like about Colleen Hoover is the cover of her books. I think the covers are horrible, but Reminders of Him actually has one of the nicest ones because of the colors, because of the font and the little details. I think that is actually cute, but all the other ones, I think that she's like this amazing writer. And then she has like all these horrible covers, and Ugly Love, I actually wanted to have the physical copy, but the cover is so horrible. Like, just look at this. I don't know, I don't want to have the physical copy of that book.
And just like that,
how she does it. Colleen Hoover makes me feel so unproductive. While you are texting to your ex-boyfriend, she's writing another book. Maybe if we get quiet enough, we're going to hear her typing. There she is. So, think about it. So if you want me to review that book when it comes up, just leave me in the comments, and also leave me in the comments of what other book you would like me to read or what type of video you would like me to do. I wanted to thank like this whole community of BookTube for introducing me to these amazing books. Thank you so much for your support and just for watching this video. Just click on the button of subscribe, turn on that notification button so you know when I'm going to be releasing a new video. Thank you so much for watching and see you next week. Mwah.